What's going on, everybody? Nanelli Bash Pokemon is back. It has been a long time, Apologies, friends, for the absence. It's been very busy in the household, but I have here a deck profile for you. Yes, our first post Ultra Prism release deck profile. I will be running Leafeon GX in our upcoming Sunday Showdown. Yes, Sunday Showdown is making a return. I know those of you that do watch our channel enjoy Sunday Showdown. So we are going to make a return. We got kind of bored with it just because we were waiting for new cards. Crimson wasn't the greatest release, so we were waiting for new stuff to show you, bring you guys some really cool battles. So I'm making my stacks right now. But yes, as you can see, I am running a Leafeon GX. Now I can guarantee you haven't seen this version of Leafeon yet. There are versions out there. People are running it with Lurantis and Baby Lurantis. The most common one right now are people are running it with Decidueye. But this deck, straight up, Leafeon is the attacker. So we are running 4 copies of Energy Evolution Eevee, simply for the Energy Evolution ability, guys. Attach a grass energy and wham bam, we're into our Leafeon GX. So 4 copies of Energy Evolution Eevee. We are running 3 copies of Leafeon GX. I was bouncing between 3 or 4 copies, but I found 3 to be perfect just because you're really only building up 2 of these at a time on your bench. It's a really cool evolution. Probably, evolution might be one of my favorite ones out there right now. Breath of the Leaves. Check out this ability. If this Pokemon is your active Pokemon once during your turn, before you attack, you may heal 50 damage from one of your Pokemon that has any energy attached to it. Guys, this deck, I'm calling this the Ultra Healing deck. Wait till you see what's going on. This is ridiculous. Solar Beam for Grass and DCE 110 damage, and Grand Bloom for each of your bench basic Pokemon. Go ahead and evolve it for 1 grass energy, guys. This deck, it's not meant to hit hard. I'm going to say it again. It is not meant to hit hard. It's not meant to get one-shots. It is meant to annoy the crap out of your opponent by healing itself. Breath of Leaves, that's just one way we healed it in this deck. We are running twin Orangaroos. Yes, I know a lot of people are like, what the heck? Why would you bench 2 Orangaroos? Well, number 1, Monkey Man can fight if he has to. Number 2, the ability Instruct. This is going to help us find our healing cards. So 2 copies of the Monkey Man. 2 copies of Tapu Lele, again, to help us find our healing cards. You guys, this deck is really annoying. I have ran this deck probably close to 30 times online. A lot of the decks I profile for you, I run these online well before I even build it in person. I run it several times with different changes, and I end up building the deck with the version I like the most. So anyway, 2 copies of Tapu Lele for Wonder Tag to find our healing trainers. You guys, this deck is so annoying. And to round it off, 1 copy of Cutiefly, 1 copy of Ribombee, simply for curative pollen. Once during your turn before you attack, you may heal 20 damage from one of your Pokemon. 20 doesn't seem like a lot. I know you guys are probably thinking, well, it's only 1 on there on the bench. It's an easy target. Doesn't heal much. Hey, you'd be surprised. That 20, healing that extra 20 has saved me in many matches online. So there's our Pokemon lineup. Now, let me get to the trainers. We'll start with supporters. We are running 1 copy of Lily. You guys are pretty familiar with this. Draw a card until you have 6 in your hand. If it's your first turn, draw a card until you have 8. I love this art. I think it is so much better than the base set art, the same art that was duplicated in Shining Legends. I am on the hunt for the full art, guys, so I am interested in trades. 1 copy of Lily, we'll set her down here. 2 copies of Cynthia. Shuffle your hand into your deck and then draw 6 cards. This, guys, I feel like these are going to be the draw supports, key draw supports in decks moving forward after rotation this year. We're losing Professor Sycamore. We're losing, and I'm really sad we're losing Sycamore. It's a great card. Unless somehow we get a reprint. Maybe in the A, maybe in the upcoming Forbidden Light with the Kalos region. Hopefully, one can hope, right? 2 copies of N, shuffle your hand into your... Each player shuffles his or her hand in his or her deck, then draws a card for each of his or her remaining prize cards. 3 copies of Professor Sycamore, discard and draw 7. So that's our draw support, okay? Now, I've bounced between Pokemon Fan Club and Bridget with this. Either way you go is fine. You don't necessarily want to... It's kind of tricky. You can load your bench if you want in the beginning, and or... I mean, I like Pokemon Fan Club because you can get 2 basics and you don't have to put them immediately on your bench. You can actually support... You can actually maybe search for, I don't know, Tapu Lele GX and an Eevee or a Cutiefly. It gives you that flexibility. So 1 Pokemon Fan Club. Now here's where the deck starts to get annoying. We are running 3 copies of Gardenia. Heal 80 damage from one of your Pokemon that has any grass energy attached to it. 80. Leafeon heals 50 already off the top. That's combined, you are healing 130 damage. With Ribombee on the bench, you are healing 150 damage. Do you see how it can get annoying? Now, I have pulled off quite some stunts where I've been able to heal all of my damage off, and people have flat out just quit. There's been turns where I've hit Gardenia 3 times in a row. People quit. This deck, guys, it's not meant to hit hard. It is meant to heal and really frustrate your opponent. Now, here's the thing. There are some Pokemon out there running around with special conditions. So, Pokemon Center Lady is going to make a return for this deck. Heal 60 damage and remove special conditions. Continuing with our healing, 2 copies of Acerola. This card, I love running this card with the Evolutions because it's so easy to get another Evolution powered up right after Aceroling, using Acerola on a damaged one. Guys, look at this. Just look at the healing supporters we have in this deck. It's gross. 3 Gardenias, a PCL, and 2 Acerolas. It's all about healing and drawing the match out. Let's keep going with the supporters. We are running 4 copies of Guzma. 4. I think some people might say 4 is a little overkill. I like to be in control. And so if that means I'm going to catch you off guard with Guzma, I'll do it. So 4 copies of Guzma. So far you've seen our Pokemon lineup. We are running the Leafeon GX super healing with lots and lots of healing help through our trainers. Okay, our supporters. 3 copies of Ultra Ball. I've gone down from 4 to 3 because in this deck, you really don't need to search out Leafeon because you can evolve through energy evolution. This is more so to find Tapu Lele, to find our Ribombee if we weren't able to use the GX attack of Leafeon, which you want to use this. You really want to go first and use this. Go first, play either Bridget or Pokemon Fan Club. Then hit this attack on your next turn, and you can evolve the bench. So it's all about getting your Pokemon out as fast as really as you can. So we got our Ultra Balls to search out our non-evolutions. 2 copies of Nest Ball. That way we can get our Orangaroos out onto the bench. 2 copies of Field Blower to get rid of things like Choice Band because Leafeon is only 200 HP. So although we have ridiculous amounts of healing, we have to be cautious because Leafeon can actually only heal when it's in the active. So we need to get rid of Choice Bands or Fury Belts, things that are going to add unnecessary damage. 1 copy of Super Rod to get our Pokemon and basic energy back. 2 copies of Special Charge, mainly because we are running 4 copies of the double colorless energy. You're really having a hard game when you have to attach 3 grass energy to Leafeon. A copy of Rescue Stretcher. Either put 1 Pokemon from discard into your hand or shuffle 3 in from your discard into your deck. Pal-Pad. I love this trainer that came out in Ultra Prism. I think it's better than Lusamine, because Lusamine, you burn your support for the turn. Pal-Pad lets you shuffle 2 supporters from your discard into your deck. I will say the one thing Lusamine has on this is this card would be great if it also said you could put stadiums back into your deck, but it's just supporters. Lusamine lets you get stadiums. 110's kind of small damage, so we do want to put something, you know, something hard hitting a little bit, make our opponent squirm a bit. Choice Band, 30 damage more to your opponent's EX and GX Pokemon. And 2 copies of Float Stone. Remember, I was saying that in order for Leafeon to use its healing ability, it has to be in the active. So this will help us kind of move our Leafeons around so that we can maximize the healing in those turns. All right, so that's our item lineup. Notice, no stadiums in this deck. You don't really need it. Unless, I mean, I can't think of any stadiums that allow you to heal that have come out with Sun and Moon. So really don't need any stadiums for this deck. Let's look at our energy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 copies of Grass Energy. And 4 copies of Double Colorless Energy. So that is it, guys. That is Baxter's Leafeon GX deck. Like I said, I guarantee nobody is running this deck. This is not the deck that you would take to a tournament and hope to win, though. This is like just having fun, kind of casual play. It is very frustrating with the healing. Gosh, I just love that card. Very frustrating with the healing. Yeah, but it's fun. It is a lot of fun. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. I apologize. It's been a long time since I've posted a video up on here. Just been very, very busy, and I know, kind of a little discouraged. But here you go. Deck profile for you. Nanelli will be posting a deck profile fairly soon. She's been very busy, guys, with work and everything. So we'll get a deck profile up, and hopefully we'll get you a Sunday Showdown, Ultra Prism style. Thanks for watching. Have an awesome day. Later.